You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, here's Murray. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field.
Under pressure, and they get to him again. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Fighting through. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. A man from nearby Tucson who was a prep standout here in Arizona. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second and 7. To throw, Vick. Forced out, he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now here's Vick. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Vick operating on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And that's an early scrambler can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Vic now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
4th down, Vic. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm
Atlanta. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Goes right back to McBride. They go right back to him for 20 at first. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Murray. He'll dump this one off to counter. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Green, green, green. Green, green, green.
On the handoff, counter, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing.
So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Prater's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Vick on 2nd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
Throwing, Vick. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And that'll be complete to Fennerin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
Oh, definitely a little bit of disappointment there, because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play. And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. That's complete to his running back counter. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Vic readies to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe he'd think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On play action, Vic rolling to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 51 yards. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's a handoff to Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.